Hi, host Eric here, host of Talking with Famous People. I'm making this video tonight in response to INTP Files and the video that this guy made. He's Australian. He made a video called INTP, Is SI the Most Internal Function? I'm not sure exactly what that title means, but regardless, that's not what I want to respond to. I want to respond to some of the things he says in this video that are interesting, worth noting. Now, in this video, he's responding to a comment, as that's the sort of meta framework here, but what's worthy noting is the commenter he's responding to wants to know better why there's not a more of a corollary in the distinction between SE and SI as there would be, say, between FE and FI, in the sense that shouldn't there be some more experiential qualities to SI than there's commonly said to be? Well, I got a few things to chime in regarding SI, which is, number one, I would try to think of it as your body moving through time, and SE as your body moving through space. And so that's why SI has a lot to do with scheduling and the organization of the small objects around your body. Another way to think of SI and SE is being an object in space. SI is concerning yourself about you and your objects in space. So there's an organizational quality to it, a scheduling quality to it that necessarily makes it internal. There's a linkage to memory, of course. It does. It's a referencing function. It's a function in which you reference an internally constructed time object about yourself as an object in time, your schedule, your objects in space, and their persistence. So keeping track of where they are, your little things, organizing things neatly. That's dealing with object permanence. In other words, the persistence of an object in a given location, in a given setup, through time. The other thing he said in this video, which I thought was interesting, is that SI is strong in its impressions. That stubbornness can be coming from a combination of SI and TI. In the video, I think he accidentally referred to NE in his second slot as NI, but I know he meant NE. The thing I would add regarding that stubbornness quality is that it's more likely to be your NE and your TI that are combining to make you stubborn. NE is a thing that disrupts, and it's quite comfortable with a disruptive showdown, such as will necessarily occur if you are being stubborn about a key point that needs to be decided upon. So I would add that NE is probably a substantial bit in there, but I understand what he's saying about the fact that for an individual who leads with SI, such as an ISTJ, they're going to likely be more stubborn, and they are likely to be more locked into traditional ways of doing things, etc. He mentions that they'll go along to get along with whatever's worked before and made them comfortable before. They're going to anticipate that that's going to serve the same function again. They'll be able to go to that well and then draw water. So I think that's a good observation that SI supports TI to become stubborn, but I don't think it's necessarily so much in the INTP. Lastly, one thing I wanted to mention is he uses as an example one of his ISTJ friends or ESTJ friends who had a bad experience with Apple products and will never consider Apple again and considers it a bad company, even though Apple is objectively a good company. Well, actually, INTP Files, Apple is objectively a bad company. Everything about them is a disaster. When I had an iPhone, it was not just me, it's everybody, right? I had an iPhone. I couldn't get stuff off of my iPhone without installing iTunes onto my computer. That's a problem. My assistant, I went to get him a laptop when I first brought him on. He wanted a MacBook desperately. Well, I got it for him because I wanted to make him happy. But I knew it was going to be a problem. And it is a problem. It doesn't interface with things properly. It's got fucked up file formats. Apple can no longer keep up with the quality of non-proprietary software, and so they're just falling further and further behind in terms of utility. They're less effective. They just look nice. So no, Apple is objectively bad, and this is not me being stuck to SI and having one bad experience with them or anything. This is an actual analysis of watching endless debaters parade before me with their either PCs or Macs, and Macs cause us so much more problems consistently. They just can't handle the same file formats. They try to do things in their own bullshit way, and it's garbage. Anyway, that's what I'd say about Apple. But regardless of that, I enjoyed your video, and I particularly enjoyed this is an example of the INTP experiencing passion. Are you ready for passion from the INTP? God damn it, that wasn't the right part. Whatever. I'm putting this up anyway.